How's it going, family? Thank you for checking into the video today. And today I want to talk about how you can implement lifting lighter for more muscle hypertrophy. As this doesn't really make sense, lifting lighter for more gains, it is something that I feel like can benefit many people when people are limited to how much they can lift in the gym. I'm currently a subscriber of the Mass Research Review. As a disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with them, but I really enjoy all of their content. And reading into one of the latest issues, there was a review of muscle hypertrophy after blood flow restriction training in powerlifters, and it was a study done this year. And what really interested me in this topic was there was high-level athletes, nationally level powerlifters that participated in the study, and they saw results from this. Generally, when you're a more advanced athlete, the gains kind of slow down, or sometimes you don't really see progress at all, especially when we're talking about gaining muscle, especially if you're natural, of course. So all they did in the study was, there was one group of powerlifters who ran their normal powerlifting routine, and then there was another group of powerlifters that implemented BFR training in 1 week blocks at a time. All of this is just one single study with a pretty small group of participants, because it is hard to find many high-level athletes that do stuff like this, which is totally understandable. There are some takeaways that I feel like you can implement into your training and veer away from always having to lift so heavy to gain result forward. To bridge this over in a practical sense, I know that the average gym goer, sometimes even myself, can get into a rut and just go through the motions and do the same thing every day. And one of the main takeaways from this right away is what the powerlifters did was switch things up. So what you can do personally is to switch up the set and rep schemes, the frequency, your exercise selection, and workout split intensities. Just doing that alone can help make progress. Generally after 4 to 6 weeks, I personally recommend people switch their workouts up totally. But regarding the BFR training, this is a great way to implement lighter loads into your training while you're trying to aim for muscle hypertrophy. Another good takeaway from this is that a lot of people, they go heavy. It can be hard on your joints. I know it is rough for me sometimes, and sometimes at the end of a heavy training block, you just need a break from lifting heavy and really prioritizing recovery, because it's not always sustainable to lift super heavy. Of course, this is relative to each person, but you want to make sure you're taking a sustainable long-term approach. And on the other hand, there are a lot of people who just can't lift heavy, and they can't implement heavy lifting into the training. So this will be another great way to see results without having to do that as well. Personally, I don't want to weigh too much significance on this one single study, as I don't feel like the research is super strong. So I do want to emphasize that, but I do feel like you can take away some valuable information here and still implement BFR training within your regimen. So let's actually head over to the gym, put this into practice, and show you how you can personally implement this into your training. All right, we made it to the gym, and I actually brought these BFR bands. Once again, I'm not affiliated with this company, but they did send them over. They make things a little bit more convenient, because in the study, they did use knee wraps to wrap around the leg. If you're doing it for arms, I tried it with my wrist wraps, doesn't really work. So if you are interested, I am using these BFR bands here. So in the study, there was a control on how much they're trying to restrict your blood. So when you're putting these on, you want to put them up by the joint here and tighten it. You want to restrict blood flow, but you don't want to totally cut off the blood flow. You still want the blood to go through, but what you're going to do is induce more metabolic stress. If you want to look more into the study, you can see the specifics. But the good part about this, so you don't have to lift heavy, is that the study showed they were only lifting on the first week 24% of their 1 rep max, and then on the third week they were only lifting 33% or 31% of the 1 rep max. So you don't have to go as heavy. So they actually performed 4 sets between 12 to 15 reps, but on the first and last set, they reached a voluntary failure. With that said, they also only took 30-second rest. So you can see why the metabolic stress is really hit hard doing this, especially when your blood is cut off on the legs. So let's get into it. Let's smash it. I'm gonna have to put my head down. 30-second rest, reaching failure. It's gonna be nuts. So to implement this into your training, we're gonna be doing back squats today. I wanna more focus on overall leg development, where I feel like the back squat is a more efficient movement than the front squat. I'm approximately using 27% of my 1 rep max, and I'm gonna be going for 12 to 15 reps. It's gonna be pretty intense, guys, because it is only 30-second rest. You wanna try and hit voluntary failure on your first and last set. 30 seconds, guys, gonna go by fast, but I can really tell the difference. Blood flow is restricted. I feel the burn, feeling weaker, but I'm getting it in. 15 more seconds, let's get it. Wow, really feeling the burn here. This is actually the first time I'm doing this with legs and squats, and damn, I can feel it really tighten it up. No definition in the legs. Feeling tough. Oh my God, it's almost 30 seconds already. All right, guys, we're all done. We finished up. Got kicked out of the personal training area. So I'm gonna conclude things here. Make sure to switch things up. You don't always gotta lift heavy, and just try it out. See if you like it. Keep an open mind, and you know, you never know. It could be something that you really enjoy. You might be able to see some great results from it. So anyways, guys, if you like this style of video, please let me know in the comment section below. Give it a like if you guys like this style, and I'll see you guys in the next video.